Hello friends, this is your friendly neighborhood Reza. Some of you are watching on channel Reza Blade. Welcome, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But some of you will be watching on Facebook because what I'm doing right now is a Facebook Live. And I'm going to show you the original looks that I am copying. I made these last week or so to show off the versatility of these reptile prints of the plates that Beautometry makes. Now the plates I'll be using today are Everglades. So this one has a bunch of alligator stuff on it. Very, very cool. I love all these text features, and I love how long these designs are so that we can accommodate our customers or our own longer nails. So this is a lot of fun. And they happen to have a really fun reptile print. This is a crocodile skin print, of course. Nope, probably alligator if it's Everglades. Sorry about that. Always like to get my science right, especially my zoology. All right, so this one is, let me see if I can read it. Dino. Okay, so this one's Dino, and it has a bunch of really cool dinosaur images. I actually have done a lot of work with this one. And here is the design that we'll be using tonight from this plate. And again, these will all be really quick, really easy looks, so I think you'll be very pleased with that. This one, let's see. This one is called Lizard. Lizard's 1. And this is the print I will be using for that one. And I'll start out with that as it is the easiest. Again, welcome everybody. If you're just joining us, we are doing some really easy and versatile looks with Beautometry's plates that have a reptile skin print on them. So the first one that I want to copy is I don't know what pink got attached to this at some point, but something I scratched off, sort of. This is not part of the original design, I am sorry. But we have kind of a sheer layer, if you can see, because you can see my blue stick putty. Here we go. So this is a tone-on-tone look, and I really do like that look of like a sheer layer and then a full color opaque stamping layer over it. So that's what I'm going to work on first. And then I'll show you the others in the order that I will play with them. So we're going to do this one right now. Also, I have these just to show you how cool these look with a multi-chrome. If you have like a greenish, goldish multi-chrome polish, you put that reptile print on there and that is just magic. I love this set. So anyway, just wanted to show you those before I moved along. So let's get to this nail. Okay, so you can see I've done part of the work already. Here are the polishes I used. All of them sheerish. So I wanted to get a bunch of kinds of iridescence in here. So this is Morgan Taylor's Izzy Wizzy, Let's Get Busy. Now that's a nail polish name. Okay. And that is fairly sheer. And then here is LA Colors Unicorn Sparkle. You can see the blue pink iridescence within that. And to really cap off that blue look, I do a couple of coats of this Sally Hansen Insta Dry Prismatic Shine Coat. This one is called Moonstone, and it's my favorite of the Sally Hansen toppers. So just one more coat so you can see how pretty and blue this one is. And it's got some pink. I'm not gonna lie, there is pink in there. But just put a little bit more on there before we stamp. Because as soon as we stamp, this one will be done. I hope you guys like it. Alright, and as I mentioned, we're going to use the lizard's plate for this one, this image right here. So these are super easy. I'm going to put this down, and I'm actually going to put this upside down just to make it really easy for me. I'm going to use my Hit the Bottle white polish that is snowed in, and let us show you how quick this is. I'm going to use one of my generic stampers, and I should probably get a scraper ready. This is a Bee Loves Plate scraper. Alright, I'm just going to put a bunch of it on there. It doesn't really matter. This is just really easy stamp. Alright, so here's what comes up. And then you just position what you want to see, how much opaqueness you want on this. So here's how I want mine to be. And there you go. And you can just do this evening up with your fingers. Sometimes you'll get some little flyaways. And just smooth them down around your nail. And look how cool that looks. And that was so easy. Don't forget to like this video if you're enjoying it, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube. And comments really help us out on both platforms, so go for it. Ask me questions or tell me what you like best. I always like hearing the nice things, but I'll hear the not nice things too. And the top coat I'm using is the Quick Dry from Nevermind. It's a really good one. It's called Swift. Reminds me of the author Jonathan Swift. I do not know why that is important, but it's not. Anyway, so a full set of these would look really cool. I know that they're doing something called Jelly Donut right now, but there's a lot of different kinds of iridescents that are really popular at the moment. And I think this is a great look for any season, but especially winter and summer. So since we're in winter and summer is in the future, it's a great time to pick up that plate. And again, that one is lizards. And I always clean my plates before I put them away, because I can't imagine I can't imagine not doing that. That's just how I work. Alright, so let's get on to the next one. Can you believe how quick and easy that one was? Ta-da! Done with number one. I'm going to set this aside. I'll set these polishes that I used aside since we're probably not going to talk about them anymore. I'll put these down. Okay, so we're going to do number two now. And I just have to decide whether I'm going to do the Smush one for number... Let's save that one for last, because the Smush Mania is really fun and really kind of random and very creative. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this one. And the original that I designed is right here. So if you can see, what I've done is I've applied this, I've Franken polished, like I've mixed a few different polishes together and gotten this flaky gold sort of a look. And now what I'm going to do before I put down my stamp, I'm going to kind of randomize. I don't know whether I want to use this. No, it's a little too dark. Let's use this Moira polish, I think. There's a little more iridescence here than I want, but it's pretty cool. So I'm just spot applying for a little bit of depth and dimension. So we're going to get just a bit of variation in the colors. You can see how that has given a little bit of dimension to that nail. And it'll all be even better once we get that stamping down. Now, some people top coat before stamping, some people don't. I'm a big fan of top coating before stamping because, oh, thanks, Therese. I'm a big fan of top coating before stamping and letting that top coat really cure, because usually, often, if you are stamping and you mess up, you could take your Scotch tape and just put it down and pull that design that you don't want on there anymore all the way up. And if the tape doesn't work, then you can lightly apply acetone as needed if you've allowed your top coat to cure. That's why I always recommend that you do that, because we all make mistakes. This is not a mistake-proof zone. This is just how we do. Sometimes mistakes make the most fun art. So I've got the dimension that I've added. I hope I haven't distributed it too much. I did deliberately give us a few seconds in between when I applied the polish and when I top coated it so that it would kind of stay where I wanted it to stay. So this one we've really got a sort of a subtle look. And we're going to stay in the same color family as far as the stamping goes. I have two possible stamping polishes for this look. Now we're going to take the stamping from the dinosaur plate. Here's the dinosaur skin that we're going to be using tonight. And let me show you the two possible ones we've got. So Beautometry carries Hit the Bottle polish, stamping polishes, of course, and they also carry Be Love's plates. This is actually my current favorite stamping polish of all. I'm going to need to get a backup pretty soon. This one is called Be a Snowman, and I use this all year round. This was a gift from my friend Kat. Really, really love this. It's a white tinged with gold. I've never seen a stamping polish like it before, but I do think I'm going to go ahead and stick with spun gold to sort of show you what I did. I think this is the one I used. So this is an older, I think I've had this one for 5 years, so I am shaking it, that's why, because there's a little less product in there than there used to be. All right, so here we go. I hope this is, sorry if you heard that, I'm blowing. I'm blowing on my nails so that, because if you put your stamping on before the nail is ready to go, guess what? You're going to get a slip and slide kind of motion, and you didn't even pay for a water park admission. It's really not fun. So here I go. We really only needed one swipe, but again, I'm trying to buy some time. And then here we go. Down and up. Super simple. And we've got that pattern. Now, to make the, what's the word? To make that dimensionality of that darker polish really show up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that with a matte top coat. But one thing that we don't come into this world knowing is that in order to do a proper matte top coat, you must do a glossy top coat first. because the glossy top coat is gonna set and cure your image, okay? So it's really important that you protect your nail art and then you mattify it. Mattifying top coats tend to be really weak, soft. They're not good protection. So here is just a quick dry. This is a generic kind of sèche vite look. And I'm going to let this dry properly and cure while I start the next look, which is our smush look. This is going to be a surprise to me and to you. If I try to leave before showing you the matte top coat, stop me, somebody in the comments. Okay, so this isn't exactly what we're going to do today because I thought, you know what, I can really improve on this. So, I mean, you can hardly even see the lizardy stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a smush. I'm going to do a smush mani. So I used one coat of Coloris de Carol. This is I Am Lucky to Have You. Thank you. So and then this one is going to be the base. So just so no white shows through or anything, I'm putting this Moira polish away. It's probably even safe to mattify that top coat now, but so I'm going to try a new thing tonight. We don't know whether it will work. It's going to be a surprise to you and me how it'll turn out. And that's the most fun we can have, right? So the new A England collection is here at Beautometry. It is available now for shipment and sale. And this particular shade is Dracula. It is a beautiful one coater. So I'm going to try to stamp with it over this smush. So it may not work, it may work. Just stick with me. We'll see what happens. And I am going to be doing a video on, isn't it pretty, Lexa? I'm going to be doing a video on all those A England polishes. So, you know what? I am going to go ahead and mattify this before I move on to the smush mani so that I just don't leave something hanging in the air, because knowing me, I will absolutely forget. But I am going to try out a new polish. This is A England's matte top coat. Let's see what it's called. The Shield Matte Top Coat. And it's from the Crown Your Hands and Feet. So what are we going to do? We're just going to gently apply. I usually try to apply matte top coat pretty liberally. And you know it's time to replace your matte top coat when you start getting those little white flecks in it. That means it's time to replace your top coat. Okay, so I'm going to give this a couple minutes and see how well it mattifies. And sometimes you need to do two, sometimes just the one. But you see how already the stamping is kind of sticking out more? That's one of the things that mattifying your nail look will do. It'll make those colors pop. All right, yeah, we're at matte here now. So, so these aren't the exact same nail, but I think I pretty much showed you how to do it. So we'll put this one aside and we'll get on to the last look. See, these are quick. I'm telling you, these are easy. Reptile skin nails are the best. All right, and they're always fashion forward whenever you're talking about. For some reason, people are always like, oh, how fashionable. So take advantage of that. All right, so I'm mixing up just a couple of these here. I don't know what I'm actually going to use. That's the surprise of a smush mani. You don't exactly know what's going to come through. I've got a Sally Hansen one here with some pink iridescence. I've got a generic dollar store one here. I've got Phoenix which is available. And I don't know if this color is available. I think it's probably a polished pickup one, but Phoenix is available at Beautometry. This one's called My Friend Before I Even Knew What a Friend Was. So I really like this one. And then this one was Braves Diva, Bases Loaded Lacquer. I'm still calling her company by its old name. I don't mean to do that. And then this color is from a My Manny box, which Beautometry puts out once a month, and it's a great box, and I do an unboxing, and I do looks with it, and everything. So let's get a few stampers. When we're doing a Smush Manny, I tend to grab a few stampers, because you really want to have options, okay? So I'm doing green and blue so I can stamp the pink over it. So I really want this Phoenix one to show through, and I really want this one to show through. I also really like the Baby Yoda polish. This is also from a polish pickup. Polish pickup is coming up the first Monday of every, first Friday of every month. So this Friday, let's say, is time. All right. Oh, look at that iridescence of this one. I don't know if you can see. That is craziness. That's gorgeous. Then we'll put some blue. And I think the darker blue needs some of that. All right. So now we're going to smush. We're going to take another stamper and stamp that down. So here we've got both looks. They're both kind of transparent, opaque. So that's part of why I wasn't sure what the finishes were. That's why I did this base coat with all the greens and the whites. So I'm gonna go like that. I'll go like that. I like the way that's turning out. Let's get some of that blue in there. And let's get some of that Phoenix polish at the top. All right. So you can use your fingers to tap some of it down. There will be texture with one of these smush nails. You just sort of dab. I don't know if I like this exactly. This is one thing that you can do to sort of firm up the look with your Smush Manis. I think probably I need blue here to sort of balance that out. So I'm going to put a little blue there. And we've got ourselves a Smush Mani. Randomized beauty right there. So before I top coat, before I stamp over these, I'm going to put all this away, because the cleaner my surface is, the easier it is to show you what I'm doing. All right. I'm getting a little closer since we have only that one thing left. Pretty excited. And again, I don't think this Coloristic Carol was a limited edition. Maybe it is, but I'm lucky to have you. So maybe you can still get that. St. Patrick's Day is on its way. We are into the new year now. Time to get those greens out. All right. So here we go. I'm just going to take and this is just going to get cleaned up on my lint roller. So I don't know how new anybody is to stamping. This is the most efficient way. Super quick to clean up your stampers. All right, we're just going to do a top coat here, and I'm going to use Swift again because the top coats that are quick dry will cure your polish faster, so that means it'll be appropriate for stamping over sooner. All right, I had a little movement there of a bit of texture. So we had like a little bit of layered polish. So I'm going to do a second layer of top coat there. And I'm going to be really liberal with it this time. This time I'm going to use Seche Vite because it is the thickest quick dry top coat that I have ever used. And we want thick here. So I'm just, here we go. If you're wondering why I have one black glove and one blue glove, the blue gloves are the gloves I normally use for various things. And the black gloves are latex, and they are acetone safe. These guys will dissolve in acetone. So that is why. All right. So we're going to let this dry for a second, and then we're going to try this out as a stamping polish. Maybe I should try it out first before I get really ambitious. So I'm going to grab this nail. It's a naked nail. I knew I'd need it for something. And the image I'm going to use for this one is from Everglades. And it's this alligator skin. Really a big fan of this image. I use this one a lot. Might be a snake skin. I don't know. It's a great generic reptile skin. So I'm going to do here. Everything's going to be quick. Alright. I'm going to scrape twice just in case. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I think I'll have some fun playing with stamping with these one coaters here. This is a pretty exciting thing. All right, let's get going. We have got, I think enough time has passed. Anybody have any questions so far? The chat has been fairly slow. This might not be a great time to do my lives, but we'll find the right time. The more I do of these, I mean, and you'll still be able to see this if you're watching this after. I bonked my head on my ring light again. Everything good? Okay, thanks, Lexa. Okay, so now I'm gonna do, you know what? Okay, so the idea was to use the pink. But I'm thinking about a, words are escaping me right now because it is evening and my brain has been operating all day and it needs a restart, which is not time to restart yet. So, if you watched my color theory video, I do talk about various kinds of colors, combinations, and one is a adjacent. So yeah, if you're watching on the replay, let me know what looks great. So here are the options though, Lexa, so you know what you're choosing between. Because I had this thought. I brought them all to the party just in case, you see. And I thought this blue would really, really do well on top. It's just like the perfect blue. I don't know. This is the other blue from the collection. But what I was gonna do the pink. And then this blue came to mind, and I'm like, I kind of think I want that blue. So I think Teresa and Lexi, you're the only ones watching live. You guys have opinions on this one? See that blue? Oh, hey, Cassie. It's so good to see you. So what do you think? Should we try the blue? I mean, the pink is great, and we did get to see it stamp. So I say we try to see if the blue stamps, right? We gotta try it for science. Okay. I want to do. I think I'll do the blue, and then I'll do a pink one for you later, Alexa. All right. It's good to see you so much. I I love seeing familiar names and faces. It is just the most fun. All right, so I'm going to take this blue. Actually, I'm just going to do a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. Okay. So, on this print, and again, this is from the Everglades plate by Beautometry. This is a wonderful, wonderful fashion animal print. Okay, let's see if it goes. Let's see if it goes. And go. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really love it. Oh my God. Hold on. I think I have a blank spot. I'm going to try to fix it. If you catch it quick enough, you can fix a blank spot. Otherwise, you just take some sticky base coat and use it later. Oh my goodness, guys. See, now that is the kind of surprise that I live for in a stamping video. That is so exciting. Okay, so I'm going to clean this one off, this stamper off, and then put it aside. And then I'm going to top coat this look. So, oh, you know what? Stick around, everybody. So this was the third one to show you, but I know, Lexa, you wanted to see a look with the pink, and I have an idea. You know, I get ideas every now and then. Actually, I buckle under the force of my ideas. I have too many ideas. All right, and we're going to use, because it is a textured look with that smush, we are going to use our thickest base coat, which is the Seche Vite. I am really loving it. So my Gozer buddy, who is my cat, and those of you who follow me on my channel, by the way, my channel is Raise a Blade. And if you haven't visited it, the link will be in various places on Beautometry's site. You should definitely go check it out. I have been YouTubing for 5 years, and I have so many videos. So here is our Smush Manny Reptile print. I am so super proud of this. I'm really excited. Okay, so what's this idea that I've had? Okay, here's my idea, Alexa. I know you like that pink. So what I'm going to do is I have some polishes down here. There were kind of just various things I'm working on right now. And the idea is, so I've already got this on the nail, and it was a naked nail. Nakey. I'm going to take this. There is a pink iridescence to this. This is Sinful Colors. It's the only unfortunate part. This is Low Key Lavender. These are their scented polish collection that they released a little while ago, maybe a couple years. I have a migraine reaction to the lavender scent. So what my idea is that we take this semi-sheer polish. Oh my goodness, does that have a Gozer hair in it? Anyway, I'm finishing my thought from earlier. Gozer was eating very loudly, so if you heard him munching, I really do apologize. So I'm going to let that dry for just a minute. Oh, thank you for linking my YouTube channel. Thank you. So I'm going to take a minute, buy myself a minute, and try to clean up this. I use 3M like command hooks for my nail stands, just because they're resistant to acetone. They really, with the center of gravity, I can really do all my stamping and my nail art. I'm not always tender. Now, what I think this needs, my friend Lexa, is some sparkle. I mean, like some more sparkle, some serious sparkle. And I think AE England has a sparkle. Here we go. Hollow top coat. It's called the Wizard Hollow Top Coat. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to blow on this for just a second. I feel like a kid blowing on her food. Okay. And then I'm going to very gently apply this. I'm glad you approve of this sparkle, my friend. Oh my God. Again with you. Oh my God. I am loving this. So remember what we did here. We stamped with the AE England polish first. And then we put a semi-sheer lavender over it with some iridescence. And then we put that new hollow top coat on from AE England. And I say we've got a winner there. So you came for 3 looks. I gave you 4. I'm pretty happy with these. So to sum up, we did, take this off. We did a matte look that's pretty within the same color scheme. All right. And I didn't mean to do a theme about color schemes, but this one is sort of a semi-sheer look with some opalescence, and then I stamped over it in white, a very kind of low-key but very glam look. We did our Smush Mani with our adjacent color scheme. We're working with green and blue and a little bit of yellow, if you're looking at that iridescence there. And finally, we have that same snakeskin stamp or crocodile skin stamp, but we stamped first, and then we used a semi-sheer lavender, and then we put that gorgeous hollow top coat over it. I say all of these are winners as far as I'm concerned. Tell me your favorite down in the comments. I would love to hear. I love to hear people's favorites because everybody's got a different favorite. And I'm going to say that will do us for the night. Tell me if you like this, if you want me to do more of things like this. I think that Beautometry's plates are just so flipping fabulous. They make me so happy. And I'm happy to keep coming up with ideas. I'm glad you liked the last one best, since I did it for you. Okay, Lexa. Okay, everybody. Talk to you later. You will see. Okay, I'm committing here. I know I've talked to you guys about my anxiety with the videos and the channel. You will see a video from me within the next 24 hours. I promise. It's okay to shout. This is a safe space. You can shout here. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun for me, and I hope for you. I'll talk to you later. And don't forget to subscribe and check out my channel. New stuff is a-coming.